Hey, what's up guys? Sloth King here. Today, I'm working on my Toyota Supra, and I'm going to show you how to clean and condition your target top seals. And this will also work for your door seals, your trunk seals, and your hood seals if you still have them. I recommend doing this on any car actually, especially the Supra, the target tops, the seals over time. They will degrade, dry out, rip, and when you're driving, if you're driving in the rain, you're gonna have water on your lap. So I replaced these seals probably about 4 years ago or so, maybe 5 at this point. But I wanna make sure I keep these conditioned and well taken care of. I try to do this biannually, so about every 6 months I'll do this. I don't drive the car all that often. But if I was, I would probably condition a lot more if it's out in the elements a bit more. This will work on any car. So yeah, let me show you what we're gonna need and what product I'm going to use and what products to stay away from. So let's get right into this. All right, guys. So you're going to need some type of cleaner, whether it be soapy water or just some basic glass cleaner. This is totally fine to use on rubber. You will need a seal conditioner. This one is Nextzett. So this is a German brand. This actually works really well to condition the seals. You want to stay away from anything that's petroleum based because that will degrade the rubber and it will actually do the opposite of what you want it to do. Yes, when you first apply, like let's say Vaseline to your seals, they'll swell up and they'll be fine, but that will also really degrade that rubber way quicker than if you just never sealed them at all. So anything that's silicone based you can use, that will totally be fine, or just pick up some dedicated seal conditioner like this. And definitely get some gloves because just keep your hands clean. Anyway, let's start doing this. I gotta take my my targa off, so might as well show you guys how to do that too. If you never did, there's actually a proper procedure on how to take off the targa, rather than just taking off bolts all randomly. So let's go ahead and do that, and let's clean up these seals. All right, so let's go ahead and take off this targa. I'm going to put my windows down just to make it a bit easier, so I don't bump the glass. All right, windows are down. All right, so in my case, there's gonna be 4 bolts on here. So there's gonna be one over here on the driver's side. Oh, you really can't see it. All right, so now that I have some light, if you pull down your visor, you're gonna see one bolt here. There's gonna be another one on that side. And then there's going to be 2 back here. One there, one over there. Now, luckily we have the instructions up here. Some people don't read them, but to remove it, so start on the driver's side, front, passenger, rear driver, rear passenger. And then to install it, it is rear driver, rear passenger, and then front driver, front passenger. So a couple of years ago, actually a lot of years ago, my passenger side bolt stripped out. This is a T60, I believe. I have this guy right here. Oh, it's a T40, my bad. So it's gonna be this big guy. I swapped it out with a 6mm hex because the 6mm hexes are in the back as well. This kit, I actually got this on eBay. This was actually from a Mark IV Supra, and that Allen key does fit the backside. This is a 6mm Allen bit, I should say. Some people call these keys, some people call them wrenches. I call them keys and wrenches interchangeably. But this guy is pretty cool. You don't need it, but as long as you have a 6mm Allen wrench / key / bit, you'll be good to go. But this first one, let's just go ahead and take out the T40 first. It is a shame that Toyota did not go with latches. Latches would have been awesome. Would have made a 5-minute job into a 30-second job to take this off. All right, now let's get the rest of them. Now, all of these bolts, except for this one, they have retaining springs on it, so that way the bolts just stay in there. But since I had to replace this one, I have to manually take it out, which is annoying. All right, that is nice and loose. And then finally, this guy right here. Huh, that was pretty loose. I didn't even tighten that one down all the way. No wonder why I've been hearing creaking whenever I've been driving. All right, there we go. They're all loose. Now let's go ahead and take off the roof. All right, there we go. So I'm going to set it down on this moving blanket over here, upside down, so that way we can clean the seals. And voila, the roof is off. Sweet. So now we can start cleaning up these seals and then conditioning them. All right, so since I'm using glass cleaner, we can literally just spray it on. Or you can just spray it on the microfiber if you'd like. Let's get all this dirt and grime off. We're going to be conditioning this side too, so might as well clean that. And then since we're over here, let's go ahead and hit the front. As you can see, I have a little bit of leftover wax that I used last time I waxed the car. All right, let's go ahead and get the passenger side now. And the benefit of using glass cleaner is that you can just clean your windshield after. All right, those are nice and clean. And while we're here, we can also clean our door seals as well. So I can actually just clean that off camera. And then we want to make sure that these are fully dry before we apply our seal conditioner. All right, I got all of the seals completely cleaned. Same thing with the target top over here, and I also cleaned the trunk seals as well. Now, I do have a new trunk seal that I have not installed yet, but I'm still going to condition this. Might as well. I don't need to install that right now, but anyway. So now on to the application. So you gotta shake this up really good. Already did that. And then once you take this cap off, you're going to see this little sponge guy. So you're just gonna press down until the solution fully coats the whole entire sponge, and you'll see it. It's like a dabber. So you just got to keep pressing a few times. There we go. So now you should see some of the solution come out, and it will coat the seal. So you just want to completely coat the whole entire seal. Every now and then, just dab it a few more times. All right, this side is good. While I'm here, let me go ahead and get the rear seal. You can actually see this one a lot better now that the sun isn't hitting the camera lens. Now you don't want this whole thing soaking wet, but you do want a good amount on it so that way it can soak into the seal. All right, now we can hit the other side. All right, there we go. Now you can go ahead and hit all of the other seals on the car. I'm going to go get the Targa seals real quick. All right. All right, now that we applied that to the seals, we're just going to let it dry. It doesn't say how long it takes. I'm going to let it sit for about 10 minutes and then we're going to check on it to see if it fully dried. In the meantime, go ahead and condition the rest of the seals on your car and you should be good to go. All right, guys, it's been about 10 minutes and the seals look nice and dry and well conditioned. So now you can throw your target top back on or, close your doors, do whatever. And yeah, I totally recommend doing this at least twice a year. If you park your car outside, I recommend doing it a bit more than just twice a year, probably 4 times a year. Once every 3 months, you should be good to go, especially in a hotter climate. Now this, if you guys live somewhere where it snows, conditioning your seals, this will actually help your door not to stick shut. So a lot of people will say, hey, put Vaseline on your seals and your doors won't stick. Don't do that. You can use the seal conditioner or you can just use a silicone lubricant and put that on your door seals and your doors won't stick. So this will also help in the wintertime as well. And this takes like 10, 15 minutes to do. Maybe 20, if you're really taking your time and your seals are dirty and you got to go through and clean them all. Not bad. It just depends on the size of your vehicle. But anyways, hopefully this video helped you guys out and kind of shed some light on conditioning your seals properly. So if you want to support the channel, you guys can go ahead and pick up some merch. I have a hat. I have this cool new death metal t-shirt. I also have a couple different variants of t-shirts as well. I will have the link to my shop in the description below. And like always, I'll catch you guys on the next ride.